All right, hi, this is Ronin Carney from MMASSmedia. We are here live at Visionary Martial Arts, half Alliance, half 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I am very, very happy today to have a guest with me, not a traditional MMA guest, but I am joined by the new no-gi world champion, and I'm proud to say my training partner, Chad Keizer. Thank you for giving me your time.
Hey, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
I mean, you're a champion. I mean, what? Wow. I mean, wow. That's all I can really say right now. Let's talk about how you got on a path to start doing jiu-jitsu and what led you to Visionary Martial Arts, and and what led you to the tutelage of John Salami.
Yeah, it started, I'm an old Team Quest guy. I started back early 2000. Chris Lehman and Robert Follis were my first jiu-jitsu coaches and MMA coaches. And they turned me on to it. I just walked into the gym one day and tried it out. Got my butt handed to me the first day of class by a bunch of different good guys. And I realized this is something I needed to learn, that it wasn't about strength, it was about technique, good conditioning. It was something that I lacked at the time, and so I wanted to learn it. Something I knew I wasn't good at, and I wanted to get good at. So I trained there for several years, studied under John Crone as well. He was my jiu-jitsu coach for a while. And then Tualatin Team Quest opened up, and I worked out on that side anyways. So I started training out there under Scott McQuarrie, and was there about 3 years. I ran their kids program, martial arts program for their kids out there. Had a good time with that. And then it just logistically, I got hired on over here in Clackamas County, and so I came over here because it was closer. And walked in the gym, didn't know much about John Salami at the time, heard good things about him. I was here a month and I was sold, and got introduced to the 10 Planet system, which is something that's completely taken my game to a whole new level. And it's opened up my eyes to a lot of different things that I wasn't aware of before. John's really tightened up my game. He's turned my weaknesses into my strengths, and I'm excited. I've been here a year, I've been training every day, and everything kind of came to fruition at the last tournament.
I mean, I love how the fact that when you also being a member here and coming into this gym, you get almost like a euphoric sense when you come into this gym of relaxation.
Definitely.
And I like how the pace is set where it's 70% technique, 30% humor.
Exactly.
Can you go into any type of aspects of John's teachings that you can share with us that you enjoy?
Yeah, he breaks it down to a different level that I haven't been accustomed to, where when I'm driving to class, my 15-minute drive to class, I'm excited about coming here. Because I know when I walk in the door that everybody's here to learn, everybody here is here to help each other, and then we're going to have some humor along the way. It's a very laid-back atmosphere. There's not a class that goes by that we don't laugh and have a good time. We've all developed good friendships with each other too. We're all close friends here. And that's the type of environment I want to be a part of. If I'm spending 2 hours a day, every day, doing something that I love and something that I have a good time and a good laugh at, and at the same time, you can't make it.
No, at all. So why don't you tell us about what you do for a living? Because you're a family man, you have a very successful job here in the community, which you help out the community, and balancing the family, your job, and being a world champion. Explain to us what it's like, culminating all of those together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a police officer. I've been with the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. It's the best organization in the state. For the last 2 years, I started off at Tiger Police Department, and I was there about 8.5, 9 years, and I had a good time, but I wasn't being challenged, so I came to the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office, and it's been a roller coaster ever since, and I've had an absolute blast there. And so outside of the gym, I have to serve as a role model as well as inside here, and I try to live my life according to those standards. When I'm in here, I try to show them that I'm a family man, and that I want to be a good role model for the new kids that are coming in here, the younger generation, to show them that they stay on a path of finding a discipline that they love, and they stick with it, and they train hard, that anything's possible. You don't have to be a full-time fighter, spend 10 hours a day in the gym in order to achieve what I did, because I didn't. I have to balance a lot of other things in my life besides just jiu-jitsu. And I think that was the bigger win for me overall. Like I said, it was a culmination of balancing my family, balancing my job, and coming in here and finding time to train. So when I won, that was kind of the bigger goal, or the bigger achievement for me.
Now, how do you feel about how other people come into the gym now that are outsiders, specifically for you? Because as I recall, it was about 2 weeks ago, we had a black belt come in as a guest instructor or just an observer of our gym, and he wanted to come and see you. And he drove all the way from Vancouver, Washington, or Camas, wherever Universal is, and he wanted to see you. Like, how do you feel with that, like, champion responsibility that you are, you know, it's kind of like in the gray area that you're handed it, you know? I mean, how do you feel about being an advocate for the sport now and also being in the public eye of the sport?
Well, I think you said it best, Ronin. It's a responsibility in that not only are you put a bigger target on your back by your training partners who want to choke you out every class now, because they're trying to achieve the same thing, and that's definitely what's happened since the day that I won that tournament. It's been that way ever since, and I love that. But it's also, as you said, it's a responsibility, and that when people come in here and they look at you, and if they know who you are, they want to see what kind of role model you represent. And there's good and there's bad role models in this sport. It's the fastest growing sport in the world, but there's still a lot that we can do even here at a local level to make the sport continue to grow. It's by getting the right people in here training, you know, people that want to better their life, whether it's for weight loss, whether it's for good conditioning, whether it's because they want to be a world champion or a cage fighter. Whatever their goal is, we need the right people that are representing the sport, so we get the right people in the doors that want to train.
So this caveats to talking about responsibilities and being a focal point for the sport or being an ambassador of it. The 10 planet system, which I am a firm believer and a firm follower in our army, we grow every day. We are not traditional gi. We do not come from Brazilian ties. We are an American company derived from the mastermind of Master Eddie Bravo himself. How do you feel about the level of respect that that our type of jiu-jitsu gets compared to the gi? Because a lot of people say that we're just a bunch of thugs, like people that do MMA are thugs. Like, we're the thug version of jiu-jitsu, and you're a complete opposite of that, you know, stereotype. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think, and you said it best, is that there's a lot of politics in this sport, and I wish we could do away with all that. We're all here for the same objective, and that's to better the sport of jiu-jitsu, whether it's gi or it's no gi. I started off training no gi for the first 7 or 8 years of my training, and switched over to the gi under Fabiano Scherner about 3 years ago, and I see the importance of both. And so whether you're a gi or a no gi guy, whether you want to train one or the other or both, it's important that we do away with the politics and we just try to learn from each other. I don't see the problem with why another gym can't come here and train and we go there and train, because we're all here to try to make each other better. So there's things that we can bring to another gym that can benefit them under the 10 planet system and vice versa. So when people get hung up on, you know, oh, that's the 10 planet way, and they want to automatically discard it, that's to their own demise, because the system works, and I'm a big advocate of it now, and that's just because I've learned how valuable it is, and you can see it in the tournaments. 10 Planet guys have done really well in tournaments. Mike DeWitt from UG, he drove down with us, and he did phenomenal in the tournament. He ended up, he got a bad call from the judge, but I think he should be on the podium for first place medal as well. You know, Vladimir took a 3rd place win. He's a 10 Planet guy. Nick McGraw, he's out of this gym. He's been killing all the local tournaments using the 10 Planet system, so it works. And the more people can open up their minds to understand that we want to continue to have jiu-jitsu grow, as it has been over the last 15 or 20 years, it's going to make the sport that much better.
Now, how do you feel about being a champion? What do you feel like, besides your responsibilities, what is next for you as a champion? Because, you know, most people think that you bottleneck, that you want to be that champion, you want to have that gold medal, you want to have that belt, and then when you get to that level, most people think that, you know, I'm here, I'm on top. But your personality as an individual is that you always keep climbing, you always want to learn more. So where is your path taking you now? Because before you entered the tournament, you wanted that medal. Your path was leading you to the medal. Where is your path leading you now? And where do you see yourself, like, going towards now?
Right. It's just it's opening up that next door, and it's a never-ending journey. Nobody knows everything about jiu-jitsu. It's a lifelong commitment, and it's something that you will never fully get 100% understanding of. And it's a maturing. It's a living, breathing document, if you will. So it's always going to continue growing and maturing There's not like a textbook you can read, and once you read it, you understand jiu-jitsu. That's not how it works. Every day we come in here and we learn new techniques, and that's what I like about this gym too, is that we discuss techniques that may work that maybe nobody's ever tried before. We're willing to venture off, and that's what 10 Planet does too, that I love about it, trying new things. And so it's just, I achieved my objective, and I'm really happy about it, and I'm glad how it turned out, but it's only beginning, and I want to continue winning more tournaments. I want to continue watching the guys that I train with win more tournaments, and it's going to happen. I'm excited to watch some of these guys compete in the next couple weeks in an upcoming tournament, and just represent this gym well and represent jiu-jitsu well.
And 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu, folks.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So he is a living, breathing document that not all guys from 10th Planet, A, smoke pot, or B, are thugs. So if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
And hats off to Eddie Bravo. I got a chance to meet him down at Worlds, and he came up and he gave me a hug and shook my hand and told me congratulations. And he's a great guy. And so regardless of what your background is, Eddie Bravo's here to try to make the sport better, and he's done a fantastic job. And I'm on board with it, and I'm excited what he's done, and I want to continue adding what I can to the 10th Planet system.
And I think it's such a beautiful thing, too, because we have our teacher, John Salami, who is considered one of the pioneers of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, being a part of Eddie's so-called quote-unquote bomb squad, which is a beautiful thing. And I just want to thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, and can you either lift this up real quick? This is kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy right here. See, it says world right there. World. See, and it's gold. That means that he's gold right there.
And underneath it.
And underneath, we have the 10th Planet system right there. So it does work, folks. I hope that some of you that are watching this video will actually try it. If not, go to Barnes & Nobles and check out one of Eddie Bravo's books, Mastering the Twister, Mastering the Rubber Guard. And now, hopefully, it's going to come out in a couple of months, the Advanced Mastering the Rubber Guard.
And come in here and train with John Salami.
Yes, come down here to Clackamas Gym, 10th Planet Portland, Visionary Martial Arts. Come down here, get in a gi. We have loaners, or just come out here and roll with some good guys.
It's a free chance to choke out a cop, too.
Yes, exactly. Actually, we have a couple cops. So if you're angry and you need something, come out here and try to choke out a cop. I don't know if it'll work out too well for you, but it might happen.
You never know.
Yes, you never know. Chad, thank you once again. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Everybody in the Northwest, this is Ronin Carney from MMASSmedia, the Ron Burgundy of MMA, and you stay classy, Northwest.
Planet.
That's right. That's right.